Hello everyone, today I'm showcasing the latest XP AFK method for portals in Battlefield 6. I'll show you how to set it up, what you got to do. First you want to go to experience code, type in YWVXU. You'll see that there's Glitching Queen and Z-Slayer. Z-Slayer is who created the lobby. Yeah, we've perfected the best AFK method at the moment. So go to the game, just type in a password just to so no one else joins it. Click on host, let that load up. When you first load in, you might not be able to move, so you want to redeploy and make sure you're not selecting assault class, because for some reason it doesn't let you load in as assault, but you want to come in as support. Now that you're in the game, the first thing that you want to do is head over to capture point A, and you've got to neutralize and capture. So neutralizing is going to take 5 minutes and capturing is going to take another 5 minutes. So I won't show you the whole process, but once you've captured that and opened up the next area for capture point A and B, we'll get to that and I'll show you what to do next. Now that capture point A and B is available, the first thing I like to do is set up my 2 shields. So when we have the macro set, it's going to catch us in place. I like to place this first one along this concrete block here at an angle. Wait for the next one to load in. And now that's available, just create a V so it's just within the capture zone. Now we've got that set, what we want to do is neutralize capture point A, so that's in the white state, and neutralize capture point B, so that way when the game continues on and it tries to kick into overtime to end the game, because they're both in a neutralized state, the game will just keep going on for as long as you want it to. As you can see, we've neutralized A, head over to B. While you're capturing, obviously you want to make sure you're not standing still, otherwise after 2-3 minutes you get kicked for AFK. So while you're capturing, just jump around. Now we have A and B in a neutral state. Now to set up the macro. So what it's going to do is walk forward for so many seconds and then in intervals jump up and down, just so that way it doesn't naturally kick you for the AFK. I'll put on screen my Logitech G Hub macro. I'll also attach a Razer macro config file too in the description, or you can join Z-Slayer's Discord and you'll be able to find out any information on there. But what this macro is going to do is walk forward into capture zone B, stay there for a couple of minutes so you're getting 50 score every couple of seconds, and before that capture fills all the way up, it's going to automatically walk backwards back into capture point A, and it's just going to do that over and over and over again for as long as you want the game to last. The point to note is to drop your resolution settings and your frame rate down to 30, just to avoid any chance of the game freezing while you leave it AFK. When you do decide to finally finish the game, you want to make sure that you end the game properly with a victory, because you don't want to miss out on the match bonus. So once you've kept the macro going for as long as you want, what you want to do is then finalize capturing point A and B. Then what you want to do is go through the rest of the zones capturing A and B till you get to the last zone, which you'll see now. So this recording, I was in the game for I think just over 13 hours. The game previous to this I had a 24-hour one going, but the recording didn't work, so I got a screenshot of my total XP, so I'll show that in a sec. But once you've captured all the points, you want to get this last point and watch the XP come in. As you can see at the start of this game I was rank 161, and for each level at this point I need 131,000 XP. So like I said, this game was I think it's just over 13 hours, and we will see what my final XP is. So at this end screen you will get a next game countdown timer, so if you want to see what you finally got, click on challenges, go back to progression. As you can see, 1.45 mil, and this is what I got in a 24-hour game, 2.77 mil. So obviously depending on how long you want it to go for, so depending on how much XP you want to actually achieve, all depends on how long you want the game to last. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, good place to go will be ZSlayer HQ Discord. We're quite active on there. Just want to shout out to obviously ZSlayer HQ and Glitching Queen, because we've put many hours into fine tuning these different lobbies that we've had going, testing, working out what works best. So yeah, shout out to the both of those. I can imagine this is probably going to get patched fairly soon. They're pretty hot on sorting out these lobbies. The previous one that we had going, we got ridiculous kills and XP. I mean, we was hitting the XP cap of 2.7 mil ish within 4.5 hours. So they got rid of that pretty quick. In the link in the description, you'll find the Discord for ZSlayer HQ and his YouTube channel as well. He'll be uploading the same video about this. He might be able to explain things a little bit better. He's got a macro set up with Razor, so he might show the better way to set that up. Hopefully this has helped. Feel free to comment any questions, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.